wanna give me presents, but I'm looking at my phone.
But can you tell us a bit about Magic Farm? Are we going off?
Well, we're getting up. So
okay, we'll wait.
Oh, told you 1,000,000 times that I'm not like these other hoes. These hoes.
I was on holiday in New York recently and I thought, while I'm here, why not reach out to my favourite artists and see if they'd be up for an interview? You know, if you don't ask, you don't get. Amalia Ulman is an artist and filmmaker who's just released her second feature film, Magic Farm. Amalia suggested that we take the subway and walk her 1-year-old dog, Variety magazine. Born in Buenos Aires, Amalia was raised in Spain. She studied fine art at Central St. Martin's in London before moving to the US, first to LA and now New York. I'd first come across Amalia's work whilst at university, and I'd admired it ever since, so naturally I was feeling pretty starstruck. Her work, Excellences and Perfections, had her dubbed as the first Instagram artist and saw her posting a fake persona to Instagram over the course of 4 months, eventually gaining 90,000 followers.
But it kind of ruined my life too because, I think I was too early.
Yeah.
I think hot girls making their own work was still not very accepted by a lot of people. So I got bashed for that a lot. But also, it went too big in a way that it escaped the art world and it should have stayed in the art world.
That was back in 2014. So now, 10 years on, it definitely seems like Amalia had predicted the future of social media.
I think there's always been a misunderstanding about my work because of the intersection of art and technology.
Yeah.
But to me, my use of technology has always been about the use of whatever is right here, right now, and that people are, often using. So that's why we're in the subway.
Yeah.
I mean, I just look at people.
Yeah.
I love people watching. I don't have Instagram on my phone, so when I'm commuting, I love seeing people. If I'm with Variety, a lot of people open up to me about a lot of things and say hi to me or relate to me in a way that when I'm alone they wouldn't be that way.
What would you say you're like as a director?
That's a very good question. I mean, I know it's gonna sound corny as fuck, but I do try my best to break patterns that come from a very, very toxic film industry.
Right, yeah.
And life is already painful. I don't think you
don't need to be adding any more in, yeah.
On set to life.
Magic Farm, her second feature film, is vibrant, camp, and really high energy about these wannabe Vice-style documentarians who visit the wrong country by accident in search of a story that they're trying to cover. Starring Chloe Sevigny and Wolff, while they're there, the group, who are so wrapped up in their own interests, completely miss what's happening to the locals in this rural Argentinian village that they're staying in.
Reviews and people are saying it's kind of like the TikTokification of filmmaking.
I feel like it's a visual language.
Yeah.
I really don't like how film sometimes is so conservative.
Yeah.
Because it's a very young art form.
The film uses loads of experimental camera techniques like 360-degree views and attaching cameras to dogs.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is the kind
I
of
love
stuff.
these. What are you worth?
My grandma does these things. Yeah, my grandma who's in Magic Farm, and she's religious in real life, and she gets messages from God to print things out.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
Don't sell yourself cheap. That's good.
You see that on the camera. What did you want to be when you were younger? Did you always want to be an artist?
Actually, no, because my parents were eccentric, so I wanted to be very normal.
That's so funny. So when did you decide, actually, you gave in?
I gave in when I started working as an artist very young, and I was like, okay, this is what I enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm good at. Everything else, everything that I wanted to do, I wasn't that good at, actually, So I wanted to be a scientist. I was not good at it. It's there's a lot of things that aesthetically, I was like, oh, I would love to be a classical musician, but I have no training. There's all these things that, First year in art school was really tough for me, and I was like, I hate this. I don't want to be an artist. I want to be normal. So I got a job. I didn't quit school, but I got a job, and I was like, I'm not gonna make art ever again. I'm not good at being in a store and talking to people. I was want to kill myself.
What music do you like listening to?
I'm weird with music because I don't really listen to anything contemporary, so I'm always, you know, often my friends tell me what's going on because I always listening to like certain old records and repeat. I think the only thing that I sort of discover, even though it's like an old record, is Nino Ferrer, and I've been like just listening to him quite a lot. And yeah, he's a French musician. There's this song called Le Sud that I've been listening to a lot.
So you're a bit of an old soul.
I've always been, and when I was little, I really connected with the documentary Crumb, because it's like I would see Robert Crumb listening to all those old records, and I was like, oh, I really like it. Yeah.
When I listen to old music, that's one of the few times when I actually have a kind of a love for humanity.
I think that's the beauty of filmmaking as well. It's like how you need to learn things from scratch and like really educate yourself on a subject matter, and I think that what makes it exciting, especially for actors too. Like you have to with every movie you like have to learn so many things, and I think that's something I enjoy about filmmaking.
What was it like working with Chloe Sevigny?
It was very good. I've been really enjoying doing like all the red carpets with her. She's been very generous with the amount of time she's devoted for like the promotion of the film and coming to both Sundance and Berlin. And I mean, the role was written for her. He knows this is the hill where he used to go.
Like getting excited.
Yeah, he's like, I know, but it's too muddy. It's too muddy, boo.
After our journey, we finally reached the spot where Amalia does her writing and walks variety. Before heading our separate ways, Amalia had a really busy schedule as she's already working on her next film.